So let us start with today's new chapter. Before we start today's chapter, please let me know if anybody has any doubts on equations. Kimaya, Bhavna, any doubts? Okay. So if you have any doubts at any point, I've already told you, you can ask me on WhatsApp. Okay. So do you remember in 10th standard or 9th standard maybe, you were told about ratio and proportion. You remember all those ratios, invertendo, componendo, dividendo? You remember that? You had that for CBSE? Okay. So when we talk about ratio, okay, ratio is just comparison between any two quantities. Okay, let's take an example. Height of a person A, the ratio of height of person A to height of person B. So when I say height of person A, that is going to be in the numerator part, and height of person B will be in the denominator part. Okay. So when we talk about ratio में units रहते हैं या नहीं? Is my question. When we talk about ratio, are units considered when you take ratio of one quantity over another? Units are considered. Are you sure about it? No. A ratio is a comparison between sizes of two or more quantities, but you have to ensure, means units will be there, but you have to ensure that when you take the ratio, both the units should be of the same, either in MKS or CGS system. Let's say, for example, if I give the height of a student, the height of a student is given by height of student A. If I give in 5 feet 6 inches, okay, and height of student B, if I give in centimeters, 176 centimeters, okay. If I now tell you, you have to take a ratio of height of A to the height of B. So now if you see over here, there are two different quantities which are given in different units. So the first step, okay, so let's say height of A into height upon height of B, A by B, can be written as 5 feet 6 inches, let's say, upon 176. So in this way, this is not a correct way to represent ratio. Okay, you have to ensure that both the quantities are in the same units. Then only you can take a ratio. So let us take another example. Suppose there is a side of triangle A, BC. Okay, upon side of triangle PQR. Okay, so suppose AB is given to us as, let's say 40 centimeters. Okay, and side of PQR, PQ is given to us as 4 meters. So what do we need to do? We need to convert it into the same unit. Okay, आता मला सांगा 1 meter is equal to how many centimeters? 100. So when you convert a bigger quantity to a smaller quantity, what operation do you perform? Multiplication. So always remember this. Let's say if I'm going to convert meter into 1 meter, we know is 100 centimeters. Okay. If I have to convert a bigger quantity to a smaller quantity, I will multiply by 100. So suppose if I give you 5 meters. So 5 meters is equal to how many centimeters? 500. Okay, so you have multiplied. But if I give you 400 centimeters as the side, so how will you convert it to meter? Divide by 100. So always remember, please write it down. Big quantity to small quantity, multiply by the corresponding unit, and small to big, divide. Please everybody, please write this down so that all this these are the basics. Okay, all these basics are clear. अगर आपको कोई डाउट है प्लीज आस्क. ओके, ऑनलाइन स्टूडेंट्स. ओके, so let us take now. Tell me, how much is 1 kilometer? How many meters? See, these are the basics, but I'm going to take all the basics. 1 meter is equal to how many centimeters? Okay. 1 centimeter is equal to how many millimeter? 10 millimeter. Okay. Similarly, kg, 1 liter is equal to 1000 milliliter. Okay. So I guess this is about it, but please write this down. Write this: big quantity to small quantity multiply, small quantity to big quantity divide, and all these basics. Okay, have you written it down? So let us go to the textbook now. So they have given a ratio is a comparison of sizes of two or more quantities of the same kind by division. Okay, so if I say there is a ratio A upon B, okay, so the numerator part is called as a first term or antecedent. See here, the numerator part is called as the first term or antecedent. Please write it down. And the denominator part is called as a second term or consequent. So you should know these names, because in the exam they might ask you that consequent upon antecedent or antecedent upon consequent. Then you have to think that numerator part is called as an antecedent, denominator part is called as a consequent. So ratio is basically comparison between two quantities, and both the quantities should be in the same units. Okay, that is very important. Also, when we talk about a ratio, ratio is expressed in the form of 2:1, 4:1. There is no unit. Both terms of a ratio can be multiplied or divided by the same non-zero number. Usually a ratio is expressed in lower terms or simplest form. And the order of the terms in a ratio is very, very important. म्हणजे तुम्ही न्यूमरेटर डिनॉमिनेटर इंटरचेंज केलं तर दॅट विल गिव्ह यू अ रॉंग रेशो. सो कुठला, विच रेशो अपॉन विच रेशो इज गिवन, दॅट यू हॅव टू बी very clear. Okay, and write it down clearly. So here they have given an example: 3:4 is not same as 4:3. Okay, in 3:4, tell me which is the consequent. 4 is the consequent, and which is the antecedent? 3, the numerator part. Okay, so they have given ratio exists only between quantities of the same kind. So if, let's say, I'm going to take a ratio of height to a ratio of weight, is it possible? No, both have to be in the same kind. दोनों height होंगे, otherwise दोनों weight होंगे. Okay, those two quantities can only be compared. All right, so now here they have given a ratio between 150 gram and 2 kg. Again, as I have told you, the units have to be one and the same. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to convert kg into gram, because that is easier. Okay, so the answer is 2000 grams. So now the ratio is taken 150 upon 2000. Now they had already told us, suppose 150 upon 2000 is the answer. Okay, always remember that the ratio has to be converted to its lowest form. So lowest form means what? Ata in the numerator there is 15 and denominator there is 200. Okay, so I am going to divide both numerator and denominator by these both numbers have to be same. So 200 divided by 5 is 40. Now tell me, this is the lowest form, 3 upon 40. Can this be converted to further lowest form? No. So this is going to be the final answer. So always ratio has to be written in the simplest form. Okay. Now this is also important again. 2 integer 1 by 3 and 3 integer 1 by 2. They have taken the same integers. So let us take an example. 2 integer 1 by 3. You have to take a ratio of 2 integer 1 by 3 to 4 integer 3 by 4. अतः what is this called as? इसको क्या बोलते हैं? Mixed fraction. Why mixed? Because this is a whole number. 2 is a whole number and 1/3 is the fractional part. So first what we need to do is convert this improper fraction, mixed fraction into improper fraction. What is an improper fraction? Numerator is greater than the denominator. Okay. So now what I'm going to do? 3 multiplied by 2 plus 1 upon 3 upon 4 4s are 16. 16 plus 3 is, so now the answer is 7 by 3 upon 19 by 4. So now how will you take the ratio? So denominator part, convert it to its reciprocal so that this division gets converted to multiplication. So what I'm going to do? 7 by 3 multiplied by 4 upon 19. So what's the final answer? What is the ratio? Tell me what is the ratio? So the answer is going to be 7 into 4, 28 upon 57. 19 times 3 is 57. Understood? Now you also have to check whether this can be converted further into the lowest form. Is it possible? No, because 57 is a prime number. Is it? No, it's not a prime number. It is divisible by 3. Correct. Okay, understood? Till here everything is clear. Okay, this is all the base that we have done. Okay, now this is an important thing. If a quantity increases or decreases in the ratio A is to B, then the new quantity is equal to B upon A of the original quantity. What is the meaning of this? Let's take an example. Okay, so let's take an example. 5. Okay, if this is the original ratio. Okay, now I have to convert this original ratio in such a way that I will get the answer as 30 upon multiplied by 6. So if you notice, both in the numerator as well as in the denominator, same number is multiplied. So if a fraction increases or decreases in the ratio A is to B, then the new quantity is B is to A of the original quantity A. So if I say 5 by 16 is the old quantity and the new quantity is 30 by 96. So when we multiply 5 by 6 by 6, both in the numerator and denominator, you get the new quantity. Understood? The fraction by which the original quantity is multiplied to get a new quantity is called as a factor multiplying ratio. So in our case, 6 is called as a factor multiplying ratio. Now, these are the different applications which they have given. Let's take an example of Raunak. Okay, Raunak weighs 56.7 kg. If he reduces his weight in the ratio 7:6, find his new weight. Okay, So what is given? Original weight of Raunak is given 56.7. Now he is reducing his weight in the ratio 7:6. So his new weight should be equal to 7/6 or 6/7. Why they have taken 6/7 over here? But why? See, no. If you observe, original weight is given to you. Okay, so the first antecedent given in this ratio is 7. Initially, it was some weight, in this case 56.7. अब decrease होने वाला है, it is going to decrease. That's why you have to take the reciprocal. Have you understood? Okay. See, now his weight is reducing. So the new weight which you get is after you reduce the original weight. So how will you reduce the original weight? 7 means, my question is, shall we do 56.7 multiplied by 7/6? No, because his weight is going to get reduced. So the reduced quantity क्या है? 6 है. Original quantity क्या थी? 7 थी. So now new reduced quantity if you want to get, then you have to take the reciprocal. So it is 6/7 times 56.7. This is a very, very important thing which you have to remember. Please write this down. Okay, and mark it, because you have to understand that the initial weight was 7 and then it has decreased, it has become 6. Okay, that's why so you will take 7/6 of 56.7. Increase हुआ weight, so you will take in that way. Correct. So it will be 12/10 into the. So remember this. This is very important. कळलं नसेल तर I will tell again in मराठी. मराठीमध्ये सांगू का? कळलं नसेल तर सांगू. रौनकचं वेट इनिशियली 56.7 होतं, ते कमी झालं म्हणजे तो रेशोमध्ये पण आपल्याला दिसतंय कमी झालेलं. ओके, सो आता जर त्याचं वेट काढायचं असेल, कमी झाल्याचं वेट, तर इन दॅट केस जो डिनॉमिनेटर आहे दॅट विल बिकम द अँटिसिडेंट आणि न्यूमरेटर विल बिकम द कॉन्सिक्वेंट. कारण आपल्याला कमी झालेलं वजन काढायचं आहे. आपल्याला जास्त झालेलं वजन काढायचं असतं तर सेम ठेवलं असतं. म्हणजे बेसिकली 56.7 आहे आणि 7:8 रेशो आहे. तर घेताना आपल्याला काय करावं लागलं असतं? 8/7 into the weight. This is very important, so please remember this, everyone. So that's why they have given this type of example, solved example in the textbook for you to understand this concept. Okay. अगर आपको कोई डाउट्स है, प्लीज आस्क ऑनलाइन स्टूडेंट्स. Now this is also very important. Simplify the ratio 1/3 is to 1/8 is to 1/6. So now in this case, can I write it down like this? This is correct. But then what about the second ratio? So that is not possible. So what you need to do? Denominator. Look at the denominator. 3, 8 and 6. What is the LCM of 3, 8, 6? LCM कैसा निकालना है? I hope everybody remembers. हमने किया था इन स्कूल. कैसे निकालने का? if you remember this method. Okay, so if I am going to divide by 3, so now what is the LCM? Common into uncommon. So 3 into 2 into 4, 24. 24 is the LCM. LCM हम कैसे निकालते हैं? Common factors multiplied by uncommon factors. You don't need to convert everything to 1. Because see, यहाँ तक it was possible. But after this, if I am going to take 2, then what will happen to this one and this one? So that's not a common multiple. Okay, so common multiples into uncommon multiples will give you the LCM. So in this way you have to find out the LCM. So LCM is 24. So now tell me, 1 upon 3 multiplied by how much will give me 24. Barabar? Correct? Next, 1 upon 8 multiplied by what will give me 24? Similarly, 1 upon 6 multiplied by 4, so will give me 4 upon 24. Okay, now how am I going to take the ratio? 8 is to 3 is to 4. 8 is to 3 is to, correct? Now let's see what they have done. Same way. So whenever there are three quantities in ratio, always simplify by this method, otherwise you will get confused. LCM निकालने का of all the denominators, find out the LCM, convert it to the common denominator, that will give you the ratio in the lowest form. Understood? If you want, please write this down as well, because these are, different things which you have to remember while solving. In this way you can form your own notes. That is important, because later on you are going to forget it. So if you form notes right now, it will become very easy for you to remember. The ratio of number of boys. Okay, everybody has written it down. Shall I move to the next sum? Okay. The ratio of number of boys to the number of girls in a school of 720 students is 3:5. Okay. So now what is the ratio? Who is in the numerator? Who is the antecedent? Boys are the antecedent, girls are the consequent. Boys upon girls. I am going to use these terms so that it fits in your brain. Okay. If 18 new girls are admitted in the school, find out how many new boys may be admitted so that the ratio of number of boys to number of girls may change to 2:3. So number of boys upon number of girls, that means boys are less than girls. Initially the number of boys was more or less? Less only. So now what you need to do, the ratio is given to you 3:5. Add those two ratios. If we say let the common multiple be x, like we solved in when there were equations in one variable, similarly, okay, what they have done over here, they have found out the sum of the ratios, that comes out to be 8, 3 plus 5. Now in order to find out the number of boys in the school, 3 upon 8 multiplied by 720. डोक्यावर न गेलं. So now 3 plus 5 is 8. So total number is 8 now. Out of this, how many are number of boys? 3. So 3 upon 8 multiplied by 720, which is the total number of students. So tell me, what is the answer? So 270 are the number of boys. So how many number of girls? Correct. 720 minus. Now what they have done? So if we say let the number of new boys admitted be x, then the number of boys will become 270 plus x. Why? Because the original boys were 270. Now new are added plus x. Similarly, after admitting 18 new girls, the number of girls will be 450 plus 18. That is 468. Now according to the given condition, how will you form the ratio? 270 plus x upon 468 is equal to 2 by 3. Solve to find out the answer. टू 270 अपॉन एक्स प्लस क्या था 468 is equal to 2 by 3. Now how will you solve this? Take the LCM. Sorry. Thank you. टू 270 plus x फोर 468 था ना. So cross multiply. Cross multiply यानी what you need to do? So now tell me how much is 468 into 2? 936. So now tell me how much is 936 divided by 3? And tell me how much is 312 minus 270? That will give you x. Understood? Now inverse ratio. अभी तक जो जो हमने किया in this chapter, have you understood? Huh? Any doubts? Okay. So let us move on to the next part. Inverse ratio. They have given examples of each. Okay. ठीक है. One ratio is the inverse of another if their product is 1. हाँ. यानी क्या? A upon B multiplied by the inverse of it means what? B upon A is always equal to 1. So if you see here the ratio A is to B. Now let us see all the properties of ratios. First property, a ratio A is to B is said to be of greater inequality if the value of A is greater than B. जो जैसे हमने देखा 7:6. Who is greater? 7. Okay. So depending upon that particular quantity is greater. The ratio compounded of the two ratios A is to B and C is to D is AC is to BD. So when you compound the ratio, what you need to do? Cross multiply. So it will become AD upon BC. Then next, a ratio compounded of itself is called as a duplicate ratio. So A into A upon B into B. So that is A square upon B square. You can take duplicate ratio, you can also take triplicate ratio. A cube upon B cube. Then sub-duplicate ratio of root A is to root B, and the sub-triplicate ratio of A is to B is cube root of A is to cube root of B. So they have given an example for sub-duplicate ratio. If you see 4 upon 9, okay, if you take square root of both sides, what is square root of 4? Correct. So that is sub-duplicate. But you have to remember this. The under root means sub-duplicate. Because we are going to use these terms. So you need to know. So what will be sub-triplicate? Tell me. Correct. 6. Okay. So answer will be 6 upon 5. So now who is greater? A is greater than B. That is 6 is greater than 5. If a ratio, now the fifth property, if the ratio of two similar quantities can be expressed as a rational number, then the quantities are said to be commensurable. Otherwise, they are said to be incommensurable. Now tell me, root 3, root 2. What are those called as? Which type of numbers are root 3, root 2? Irrational numbers. What is irrational number? The number that is not in the form of A is to B, where A and B can be integers. So in that case it is called as commensurable, otherwise incommensurable. So if I give you 3 upon 2 is to 4 upon 5, is it commensurable or incommensurable? Commensurable. Why? Because whenever there are rational numbers, that ratio is called as commensurable. If there are irrational numbers, that ratio is called as incommensurable. Write it down. Rational number, commensurable. Irrational number, incommensurable. Also write about subduplicate, subtriplicate. Please write it down. Subduplicate, subtriplicate, compound ratio, that is cross multiplication. So that whenever those terms come, you understand what is the meaning of compound ratio. Cross multiply करना है. Compound ratio अगर होगा तो you have to cross multiply. Same. Compare first two, compare next two, or compare first two, compare second and third. That we are going to see. That is called as continued ratio. I'll tell you the meaning of continued ratio. Please write up till here so that all the concepts are clear. Then I'm going to explain what is a continued ratio. Correct. So continued ratio is like A upon B is equal to B upon C. What is continued? B is continued. Suppose if they have given us, let me erase this. So if I say now if we want to find out continued ratio, how I am going to write it? 3 upon 4 is equal to 4 upon 5. You remember there was one concept, no? Continued ratio में mean नहीं, उसको क्या बोलते थे? Now in this case b square is equal to a into c, correct? So b is called as something, ऐसे कुछ था, continued ratio, mean शायद. Mean was found out in this way. B square is equal to A into C. B square यानी what? If we are going to cross multiply these ratios, if 4 square will be equal to 4 into 5, like that. Now forget it. I'm not remembering the term what it is called right now. I'll let you know. So have you understood the meaning of continued ratio? Pakka? Chalo. So we will go to the next example. Now I want, both these examples are important actually. Okay, write down example number 1. The monthly incomes of two persons are in the ratio 4:5 and their monthly expenditures are in the ratio 7:9. If each saves rupees 50 per month, find their monthly incomes. Equation मध्ये पण. Very easy. Can you do such type of sums? No need to explain anything, or shall I? Let me know. Have you understood? They have given us the monthly expenses of two persons, so rupees 4x and rupees 5x. Why? Because the ratio is given to us. And the ratio comes out if each of them saves 50. Saves यानी क्या? You have to correct. So if I say expenditure of those two persons will be 4x minus 50 and 5x minus 50. That is given in the ratio 7/9. So cross multiply and solve like an equation. Next. Now whenever percentage comes, 10% of something, what is the meaning of that? 10% of a value means what? Correct. Of means multiplication. Okay. So the ratio of prices of two houses was 16:23. 2 years later, when the price of the first has increased by 10% and that of the second by rupees 477, the ratio of prices became 11:20. So if we say that 16x and 23x are the original prices, okay. So 16x plus 10% of 16. Why? Because the first is increased by 10%. So what is the meaning of 10%? 10/100. Okay. So 16x plus 10/100 of 16x upon 23x plus 477, because the second is increased by 477. Increased यानी you have to add. Okay. So that is given in the ratio 11/20. And then you have to solve. You know 10% of 16x is how much? 1.6x. So 1.6x plus 16x. And cross multiply to solve. Please write it down. This is important. Please write it down. This is also important, and the next example is also important. That is also of different type. So such examples will be asked. Okay, they are going to just change the numbers and the similar solved example can be asked. So the certain solved examples which I am going to tell you are important. Please mark them and study them before coming for the exam. Equations में भी मैंने दिए हैं which are the important solved examples. Okay. Now example number 3 is example number 1 done. हितेश लिखा है in the notebook. Good. No shortcuts. प्रिया लास्ट वीक नव्हतीस का तू ऑनलाईन होतीस परम यू हैव टू कम एव्हरी डे कंपल्सरी फॉर यू because you know what, when you attend offline, okay, I'm going to give right now there are no calculator tricks as such, but when I tell you the calculator tricks, I'm going to make you do it in front of me so that everybody becomes clear on the calculator trick. There is no confusion. Otherwise क्या होता है, if you don't understand it correctly, then while solving it becomes difficult and you don't get the answer in time. So that practice is very important. So now if you see example number 3, find in what ratio will the total wages of the workers of a factory be increased or decreased if there be a reduction in the number of workers in the ratio 15:11 and an increment in their wages in the ratio 22:25. Okay, so if we say if X is the original number of workers and Y are the wages per workers, so number of workers into wages will give us the total wages, so that is X into Y. Okay, after reduction the number of workers becomes 11x upon 15, reciprocal, and after increment it becomes 25y upon 22, again the reciprocal. Now the total wages after changes, so multiply, when you multiply 11 upon 15x into 25 upon 22y, the answer that you get after reducing it to the lowest form is 5/6 of xy, that is 5 upon 6 into xy. So now they have asked us ratio in which the total wages decrease, again reciprocal, because decrease यानी क्या, initial quantity has to be greater than the second quantity which you get, इसीलिए हमने इसका भी reciprocal लिया. Understood? Please write this down, write it down. So see, if you get one answer, okay, increased ratio is 6:5. What is decreased ratio? 5:6. This reciprocal. Done? Please understand this question and then only write it, okay? So that this becomes clear to you. To see the entire ad. ठीक है. Okay, so now let us move to the exercise part. First 3 sums are going to solve by you because they are very easy. Okay, I want you to try all the sums. The inverse ratio of 11:15 is? The ratio of two quantities 3:4 is given to us. If the antecedent is 15, find the consequent. So 3 multiplied by 5 is 15. Similarly, D is the correct option. Correct. Next, third one. The ratio of the quantities is 5:7. The consequent of its inverse ratio is 5. So here 5 is the antecedent, 7 is the consequent. When you inverse it, 7:5. So the antecedent in that case is 7. Option C is the correct option. Next. The ratio compounded of 2:3, 9:4, 5:6 and 8:10 is? हाँ? कैसे? 2:3, 9:4, 5:6, 8:10. हाँ. हाँ. Multiply is important. See, can you see it over here? Oh, it's not visible. Kya? Great. Why so? I don't know how to do this. Here it is visible, but for online students, everything is not visible. So please give me 2 minutes, online students. I will show it to you correctly. I want the rest of offline students to please write this down. This is important. Otherwise, you can do one more thing. Take LCM of all the denominators and solve. but that becomes a bit complicated. This is more easier. You will decide which is the correct solution which you can do in less amount of time. That you have to decide. गुड. भावना येतच, फक्त प्रॅक्टिसची गरज आहे, बाकी काही नाही. नाही, आणि एक चांगली गोष्ट आहे अबाउट दिस बॅच इज मी एक बघितलं की कन्सिस्टन्सी विच इज गोइंग टू हेल्प यू. आय टेल यू लेटर ऑन यू विल बी थँकफुल टू अस टीचर्स की बरं झालं मॅम तुमच्यामुळे आम्ही रोज आलो, आम्हाला त्याचा फायदा झाला. कारण टाइम खूप वाचतो. बघा तुम्ही विचार करा, इथेच जर तुमचा हा सगळा अभ्यास होऊन गेला तर फक्त ऍप्लिकेशन पार्ट तुम्हाला घरी जाऊन करायचा आहे. दॅट यू कॅन डू, कारण मी होमवर्क रेग्युलरली देणार आहे. ओके, सो आता ड्युप्लिकेट रेशो ऑफ 3:4. So whenever a duplicate ratio is there, you have to multiply by the same ratio again. So 3/4 into 3/4, that is 9/60. So that is duplicate. Sub-duplicate ratio, square root. So what is under root of 25? 5. Under root of 36? 6. So 5:6. Option D for the sixth sum. Option D. For the seventh, the triplicate ratio of 2:3. So when we say triplicate, multiply it 3 times. So 2/3 into 2/3 into 2/3. So answer is going to be 8/27. Option A. For the problem number 7, answer is option A. Next, sub triplicate ratio. So now when they say sub, you have to take cube root. So cube root of 8 upon cube root of 27, 2/3. So now next, ninth, the ratio compounded of 4:9. The duplicate ratio of 3:4 is. So what is the meaning of that? The ratio compounded of 4:9, the duplicate ratio of 3:4. ऐड नहीं, मल्टीप्लाई करना है हमेशा. ऐड कभी भी नहीं करना है. You have to multiply. So see, now 4:9 is a given ratio. But you have to find out duplicate ratio of 3:4. So when we say 3:4, it has to be 9/16. So 4/9 and 9/16. You have to find out the compounded ratio of 4/9 and 9/16. So when you compound, multiply it. So 4/9 into 9/16. Answer is 4/16. Convert it to its lowest form. Answer is 1:4. So option A. For the ninth one, option A. This is exercise 1A that we are solving. Done. आता 10th sum. Here the duplicate ratio of 3:4, triplicate ratio of 2:3 and 9:7. So find out triplicate ratio of 2:3, 8/27. Triplicate ratio of 9:7. Please find out on the calculator. 729 upon 9 into 9 into 9 upon 7 into 7 into 7. How much is that? ट्रिप्लिकेट रेशो दिलाय तो. ड्युप्लिकेट रेशो काढायचा, ट्रिप्लिकेट रेशो ऑफ दिस अँड ट्रिप्लिकेट रेशो ऑफ 9/16. तोही काढावा लागेल. बाकीचे काढायचे. येस, तर त्या साईडला शिफ्ट झालाय. कसं करते जस्ट टेल मी, सांगून ठेवलं. इन्क्रीज. ओके ओके, ठीक आहे ठीक आहे, मी करेन. आणि करता बरं मग ते करायचं आणि मग परत लॉक होतो ऑटोमॅटिकली
आपण करायचं.
ओके ओके हां ठीक आहे विल डू येस थँक्यू ओके सो व्हेन वी कंपाउंड इट व्हाट यू नीड टू डू मल्टीप्लाई तो कैसे करना है 4/9 इंटू 9/16 इंटू 8/27 so the triplicate ratio of 2:3 and 9:7 so you don't have to take a triplicate ratio of 9:7 sorry I told you to take a triplicate ratio of 9:7 also no see what they have given triplicate ratio of 2:3 and 9:7 so 9:7 is another separated ratio जिसका हमें कंपाउंड निकालना है see first ratio was 4:9 okay second ratio is the duplicate of 3:4 that is 9/16 third ratio is triplicate so 8/27 and the fourth ratio given to us is 9/7 so उनका सबका कंपाउंडेड निकालना है means you don't have to triplicate 9:7 9:7 is अलग ratio which you have to compound so don't get confused so इसलिए उन्होंने 9:7 सिंगल टाइम्स ही लिया so 4:9 इंटू 9/16 इंटू 8/27 इंटू 9/7 का कंपाउंड निकालना है so answer is 2:21 after reducing it to the lowest form check whether it is after you reduce it to the lowest form do you get 2/21 2/21 करेक्ट है so that is option C for problem number 10 exercise 1A okay chalo do the 11th problem now वो 18 नहीं होगा it has to be 81:256 हाँ there is a error in the textbook so आप लोगों को 1 to 20 के स्क्वायर्स और 1 to 20 के क्यूब्स मेमोराइज करने होंगे you can do it on the calculator but this is very basic correct ओके इथे काय करायचं आहे यू हॅव टू रेशो कंपाउंडेड ऑफ द ड्युप्लिकेट रेशो सो व्हॉट इज द ड्युप्लिकेट रेशो 4:5 16/25 व्हॉट इज द ट्रिप्लिकेट रेशो ऑफ 1/3 1/9 no 1/27 व्हॉट इज द सब ड्युप्लिकेट रेशो ऑफ 81:256 9/16 and sub triplicate ratio of 125:512 so cube root of 125 upon cube root of 512 so that is 5/8 so इन सब का हमें कंपाउंड रेशो करना है यानी मल्टीप्लाई करना है क्या आंसर आया ये नहीं है वेट लेट मी चेक टेंथ वॉज डन ये है ना द रेशियो कंपाउंडेड ऑफ 4:5 9:7 ट्रिप्लिकेट रेशियो ऑफ 3/64 so what is the triplicate ratio of 3/4 3 into 3 into 3 upon 4 into 4 into 4 correct and triplicate ratio of 2:3 so 4/5 into 9/7 into 27/64 into 8/27 converted to the lowest form so none of these answer है आ सकता है none of these ओके खूप फास्ट होता है का आपण हळूहळू जाऊया ओके हां 4:5, 9:7 है. Okay, 4:5, 9:7. 9 इंटू काय होतं? 9:7 आणि ट्रिप्लिकेट रेशो ऑफ 3/4 म्हणजे 3/4 चं काय येणार? ट्रिप्लिकेट रेशो ऑफ 3/4 अपॉन and then duplicate ratio of triplicate ratio of 2:3. 8:27. नाइन अपॉन 70 ऐसे नहीं है ना. आंसर इज नन ऑफ दीज. आया आंसर करेक्ट? So none of these is the correct answer for the 11th one, option D. Now 12th में उन्होंने दिया है if a is to b is 3/4, what is the value of 2a plus 3b is to 3a plus 4b? So now a upon b is given to us. a की वैल्यू क्या है? 3. b की वैल्यू क्या है? 4. हाँ, so find out 2a plus 3b. So 2 multiplied by 3 plus 3 multiplied by 4. 36. Okay. And tell me what is the value of 3a plus 4b? 3 multiplied by 3 plus 4 multiplied by 4. 25. 18 येता है. 3 2 6 plus 4 3 12. 18. 18 आणि 25. 18 is to option D is the correct option. Substitute the value of a and b and find out. 13th one, two numbers are in the ratio 2/3. If 4 is to be subtracted from each, then they are in the ratio 3:5. So 2x and 3x are the two numbers. 4 is subtracted from each, यानी 2x minus 4 upon 3x minus 4 is equal to, yes, but you just need to form it. Yes, you can substitute. So 2x minus 4 upon 3x minus 4 is 3/5. वो आंसर है. हितेश, तुम आंसर ना थोड़ी देर बाद देना, क्योंकि क्या होता है, यू नो, ऐसे होता है. समझ में आया मुझे क्या होता है. सो बाद में देना आंसर. ओके. सो 2, हाँ, सबसे लास्ट में देना. 2x minus 4 upon 3x minus 4 is 3/5 ना. Cross multiply and solve, or substitute the options and solve. So write down the options we want. 4/6, 2/3, and none of these. Written down all the options. So now I am going to cross multiply. तो x की वैल्यू क्या आई? 8. x की वैल्यू 8 आई. सो क्या ऑप्शन है करेक्ट ऑप्शन? So 8 into 2 is 16. 16 minus 4 is 12, na? So 12 and 20, option A. Okay, अब I want you to try 14, 15, 16, 17. नहीं आया तो मैं explain करने वाली हूँ, but I want you to do it on your own first. I am going to read the question number 14. The angles of a triangle are in the ratio 2:7:11. So the angles will be. मैंने क्या बोला है हितेश? You don't have to tell me the answer immediately. Let them think. So you have to see. What will you see? 2:7:11. Okay. So 2 multiplied by 9 is 18. 7 multiplied by 9 is 63. 11 multiplied by 9 is 99. Option C is the correct option. चला 15th वन किमया सांगणार आहे मला. 15th वन किमया, 16th वन भावना, 17th one Priya, 18th one Param. I think 18th one, instead of 18th one Param, you can try the 19th one. 18th one. So come on, do it. All answers at the last. Let me give you 2 to 5 minutes. अच्छा ऐसे हो रहा है. These whatever I am showing on the screen right now is from the textbook itself. Okay. इथे तुम्हाला दिसेल क्वेश्चन. ओके. So how is today's speed? Okay, you're understanding. मैं सॉल्व भी कर रही हूँ. I am not showing you all the answers. Huh? Please understand it. Okay, understanding is very, very important. All these questions are very easy. If you attempt, you will get full marks in this. And please study for your test of equations on Wednesday. I want you to study very well. Questions are going to be easy. So 15 कौन बताने वाला था? किमया. So division of rupees 324 between x and y is in the ratio 11:7. X and y would get rupees how much? So add both. 11x plus 7x is equal to 324. So that means 18x is 324. So that means x is 18 का square is 324, right? So x की value 18 है. सो नाउ टेल मी द आंसर. x की वैल्यू 18 है. is to x cube plus y cube. Okay, tell me the 15th. So x की वैल्यू क्या आई? 18. हाँ. So now 11x is how much? 11 multiplied by 18. So how much is 11 multiplied by 18? 198. And how much is 18 into 7? None of these. Option is none of these. म्हणून मग आता ह्या केसमध्ये सबस्टिट्यूशन करून उपयोग नाही. तुम्हाला हेच यायला पाहिजे. कळलं? सो यू शुड नो बोथ मेथड्स, लॉजिकल रिजनिंग बी और सॉल्विंग बी. हितेश. Because in this case you will not be able to solve it using your logic. None of these answer है. कर सकते हो पर. Okay, next. 16th is going to Bhavna is going to tell me na 16th. Anand earns rupees 80 in 7 hours and Pramod rupees 90 in 12 hours. The ratio of their earnings. So now Anand earns rupees 80 in 7 hours. So in 1 hour Anand कितना earn करता है? 80 divided by 7. How much is 80 divided by 7? 11.42. And Pramod 90 in 12 hours. So how much he does in 1 hour? So अब मुझे बताओ. This is going to be the correct answer. Please check. You have converted to decimal. They have kept it as a fraction only. And then they have taken a ratio. दोनों का आंसर करेक्ट ही आने वाला है. So per hour का जो हमने निकाला, we found out in decimals. They have found out in fractions. नहीं, means if you see over here 80 upon 7 is not converted to 15:2. Lowest form. But what is 90 upon 12? 90 upon 12 का lowest form बताओ. अरे ये ईशान है. Is it? Test series Satyalas. Okay. All right. So 90 upon 12. What is the lowest form? So divide by. तो 30 upon 4 आएगा. Again divide by 2. 15 upon 2 आएगा. आया? हाँ. So 80 upon 7. ये complicated है. So we will go by our method. So tell me, what was 80 divided by 7? भावना तुला मी complicated सम दिलं बघ. क्या बोला था मैंने? 80 upon 7 ना? 11.42 और दूसरा क्या था? So now if you take these ratios, you will get the correct answer. Convert it to the lowest form. कैसे convert करोगे? Multiply by 10. अगर किया तो it is 114.2 upon 75. 100 नी केलं म्हणजे परत 10 नी केलं multiply तर it will be 1142 upon 720. 750. So convert it to the lowest form. Divide by 2. Correct. You can correct. 375 आएगा ना. The ratio, sorry, the ratio of their earnings ही निकालना है. So Anand is to Pramod. Anand's earning upon Pramod's earning. But अगर हमने ऐसे किया, is it 1142 divided by 2 करके देखो. 1142 divided by 2. 557 आता है. 1142 divided by 2. नहीं 1142 divided by 2 is 571 आणि 750 divided by 2 correct है ना. So now is 571 divisible? No. 9 नहीं होना. 13 रहता है. 30 ऑप्शन ए. 32 is to काहीतरी is to 21. कसं केलंस? 18/7 तसंच करूया. ओके, लेट अस ट्राय इन दिस वे. 80/7 अपॉन 90/12. पण तरी सुद्धा आन्सर आलंच पाहिजे. मी सांगते, कारण देयर इज नथिंग रॉंग इन दिस. Seven 9s are 63. 12 into 8, 96. So if you convert it to lowest form, so divide by 3, you will get answer as solve it like this only. But फिर भी इसका आंसर भी आना चाहिए. क्यों नहीं आया? $1.522 आना चाहिए पर ठीक है. So remember, if there is a fraction, solve it like this only by taking the reciprocal. That is more easier. Solve by this method. Anyways, चलो. So 17th one कौन बताने वाला था? None of these. The ratio of two numbers is 7:10 and the difference is 105. So ये लॉजिक से भी किया जा सकता है. हितेश, पहले हमें लॉजिक बताओ. 17th क्योंकि 350 minus 245 is 105. ओके, प्रिया तू सांग तुझं. तू कसं केलं? पण मग तुझं नन ऑफ दिस काय येत आहे? सी ऑप्शन आहे. म्हणजे डिवाइड करके म्हणजे तो काय म्हणतोय? 24 divided by 0.7 केलं की काय येतं? 245 divided by 0.7. ओके, सो 240 divided by 350. वैसे समझ में आया लॉजिक? समझ में आया? डिवीजन करके देखो, फाइंड आउट व्हाट इज द डेसिमल वैल्यू. समझ में आया? अंडरस्टूड? ये लॉजिक है. ओके, अब 18 कौन बताने वाला था? नन ऑफ दीज अलो. 18 का क्या करेक्ट आंसर आया? परम, नो आंसर. तुमने सॉल्व ही नहीं किया. 19 किया. ओके, P, Q and R are 3 cities. The ratio of average temperature between P and Q is 11:12 and between P and R is 9:8. The ratio between the average temperature of Q and R is. कैसे करना है? कौन बताएगा? हितेश नहीं. नाही, P अपॉन Q दिलाय आपल्याला 11/12 आणि P अपॉन R दिलाय 9/8. दाखवते. करेक्ट, थिंकिंग बरोबर आहे. मला सांगा P अपॉन Q काय दिलंय आपल्याला आणि व्हॉट इज P अपॉन R आणि आपल्याला फाइंड आउट काय करायचं आहे? Q अपॉन R. सो समजा ह्या दोन्हीचा आपण रेशो घेतला, तर आपल्याला काय मिळेल माहितीये? R अपॉन Q. बघा, या दोन्ही रेशोचा मी रेशो घेतलाय. सो इफ आय टेक द रेशो, डिनॉमिनेटर पार्टचा काय होणार? रेसिप्रोकल. That is equal to 11/12 into 8/9. Correct? So R upon P हमें मिलेगा, sorry, R upon Q. So that is going to be 88/18. So हमें क्या निकालना है? Q upon R. Find out the inverse. 18/88. हाँ? Oh, sorry. Correct. Thanks. So it is going to be 88/12 into 9 is how much? मेरे जैसा मत करो. ओके. नाही, मला कळलं नाही. हां, ते कट केलं. 4 2 8 4 3 8 ठीक आहे. सो बेसिकली मी ह्याला पण 2 नी समजा डिवाइड करत गेले, लोएस्ट फॉर्म काढा, असे करता येईल. परत लोएस्ट फॉर्मला करा. सो काय आला आन्सर सांगा. चला, आपल्याला Q अपॉन R फाइंड आउट करायचा आहे. हा लोएस्ट फॉर्म आला. 22/27 हा लोएस्ट फॉर्म आला. व्हॉट इज Q बाय R? करेक्ट, इनवर्स. आहे का ऑप्शन? ऑप्शन बी. कळलं? हे असंच करा. इन्स्टेड ऑफ कन्वर्टिंग टू डेसिमल्स आणि मग तो गोंधळ झाला ना मगाशी, असंच घ्या. फ्रॅक्शन अपॉन अ फ्रॅक्शन. ओके, 19th वन परम. x by y is given to us as 3/4. तुम्हारा ऑप्शन बी आया है. ओके, लेट अस सी. x is, what is the value of x? x वैल्यू 3 है, y की वैल्यू 4 है. नाउ टेल मी व्हाट इज x स्क्वायर y? 3 into 3 into 4, 36 plus what is xy square? 3 into 4 square. So what is x square y plus xy square? 84 आया. Okay. Now what is cube है? x cube is 3 cube. 3 cube क्या है? 27 plus 64. How much is it? So what is the ratio? 84/91. So none of these. 13 से डिवाइड होगा? नहीं ना? नहीं. कैसे? 3:4. 84/91. 13 से क्या? 91.
अगर तुम 12 डिवाइडेड बाय 13 करोगे तो सेम 0.92
सेम है क्या? फ्रैक्शनल पार्ट इज सेम.
या तो सेम 0.923. ऑप्शन बी इज करेक्ट.
ये देखो क्या किया है उन्होंने. x/y का रेशियो दिया है 3:4. इफ वी से द वैल्यू ऑफ x इज 3k, y इज 4k किंवा 3x 4x. हां, पण x नका घेऊ मग ते कन्फ्यूज होईल म्हणून त्यांनी k घेतलंय. ओके, आता x² प्लस xy² कॅन बी रिटन ॲज लाईक दिस. हाँ, सो आफ्टर यू डू दिस, इसका क्या आएगा? 3 का स्क्वायर इज 9, 9 इंटू 4 36, सो 36k³. इसका आएगा 16 इंटू 3 48k³ अपॉन 27k³ प्लस 64k³. सो इफ यू एड द कोएफिशिएंट्स 84k³ अपॉन 91k³ कन्वर्टेड टू द लोएस्ट फॉर्म. अरे ये डिविजिबल है, 4 से है क्या? 7 से है. So 84/91 is when you divide it by 7, you get the answer as 12/13. तेच मला वाटत होतं 13 नी तरी होत आहे. 91 comes in the table of 13 ना. So you got the answer. Answer is 12:13. Understood? Please write down this method. Write it down. Come on. Write it down. काढा काढा, फोटो काढा. खरंच किती आळशी ना आम्ही सगळे. तू नाही भावना, हा तू टाक फोटो असं म्हणून मी तिला म्हटलं. कसं ना, खरंच तुमची जनरेशन ग्रेट आहे बाबा, मानलं. ओके, नाउ 20th. I want to finish this exercise before we leave for today. So if p is to q is the subduplicate ratio of p minus x². भावनाने डोक्याला हात लावला, नको, काही गरज नाही त्याची. यू कॅन सॉल्व इट लाईक दिस. भावना, none of these येते. सी सब डुप्लीकेट रेशियो यानी क्या? स्क्वायर रूट. सो स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ p minus x² अपॉन स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ q minus x². सो व्हेन यू स्क्वायर बोथ साइड्स, p² अपॉन q² इज p minus x. ये सो अब क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई करो. सो p² इंटू q minus x² इज इक्वल टू q² इंटू p minus x. मल्टीप्लाई करो, कॉमन टर्म्स ले लो on the left hand side. So if you can see pq is common between these two terms, so inside bracket it becomes p minus q. Here x² is common, so it is p² minus q². So what is that? p minus q, p plus q. Cut. So pq upon p plus q is the answer. हितेश, असा चेहरा का केला है? नहीं समझ में आया? लिहा. 21 to 25 लिहायचेत कंपल्सरी. चला, नो फोटोग्राफ्स. राइट इट डाउन. आई वॉन्ट यू टू सॉल्व इट. 21 to 25 करा. नन ऑफ दीज. तो वो है, मैंने देखा नहीं. क्या है ऑप्शन? हाँ, सी. ऑप्शन सी करेक्ट ऑप्शन है. नको, नंबर लिही. 21 एक्सरसाइज 1A. इथे सगळंच दिसतंय तुला इथपासनं ना, हा सगळा क्वेश्चनचाच पार्ट आहे. फक्त सब ड्युप्लिकेट इज स्क्वेअर रूट एवढंच माहिती असलं पाहिजे. चला चला किमया, come on, you can do it. Come on, you can take the effort. Come on, Hitesh, you can also take the effort of writing. किसको? इसको? हाँ, सी p अपॉन क्यू दिया है हमें, दैट इज स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ p माइनस एक्स स्क्वायर अपॉन स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ q माइनस एक्स स्क्वायर. हमने क्या किया, LHS और RHS दोनों को स्क्वायर किया. So LHS, you can come and sit inside. Okay, so LHS is p square upon q square. RHS होगा p minus x square upon, तो स्क्वायर रूट साइड निकल गया when you square and then क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई किया. That's it. Written it down? Param, have you written it down? $30 marks. Half an hour. Very easy. एकदम. बघ, I like this confidence की माया. Good. एकच चॅप्टर आहे, नीट अभ्यास करा. ऑप्शन सी आहे. So everybody has written it down. मैं भी इसका ये निकालती हूँ. I'll send it on the group. If somebody has missed it. नाही झालं, एकच. झालं. Now if 2s is to 3t is the duplicate ratio of 2s minus p is to 3t minus p, then same, in the same way you have to do it. Only you have to understand what is the meaning of duplicate ratio. So duplicate is squaring. Okay, so when you square this, you know what is a minus b whole bracket square का formula? A square minus ab plus b square upon again the same thing. So cross multiply. So you will get answer like this. P square is equal to 6st. Is the option given to you? Please check. In the, okay, sorry, we need to check. I'll just take a screenshot of this. So P square is equal to 6st, option A. I will send on the group, okay? If P is to Q is 2 by 3, X is to Y is 4 by 5, then the value of 5px plus 3qy and 10px plus 4qy. करा, हे लिहून टाका पटकन, छोटा आहे. You can write it down, please. एकच मिनिट. हा क्वेश्चन होता, प्रॉब्लेम नंबर 22. सॉल्व करायचं, आन्सर फाइंड आउट करायचं, सोपं. झालं 22 चा ऑप्शन सी इज द करेक्ट ऑप्शन. 17:28. Good. Yes, write it down. I'm going to send on the group as well. So basically substitute the values and solve. In that way also you can do it. And then find the lowest form. Did you finish 23rd? 22nd is done? ये हो गया, फिनिश्ड. सो ऑप्शन क्या आया? ए. 15 है क्या ऑप्शन ए? Write down this. Okay, first we'll read the question. Sorry. 23rd. The number which when subtracted from each of the terms of the ratio 19:31, reducing it to 1:4. So 19:31 has to be reduced to 1:4. See, so when a number x is subtracted from 19, substitute and solve. Correct. Understood? भावना 24th हो गया. Done. Param, have you understood 23rd? I have sent the solutions on the group. We can just discuss and then we can start. Then we can stop. Okay, problem number 24. Daily earnings of 2 persons. ये हमने सेम किया है सॉल्व एग्जाम्पल का ही जैसा ही समय, सेम समय. So we will do the last one. Okay, the ratio between the speed of two trains is 7:8. If the second train runs 400 kilometers in 5 hours, the speed of the first train is. So क्या दिया है हमें? Ratio of the speed of two trains is given to us. Ratio is 7:8. Okay, the second train runs 400 kilometers in 5 hours. So what is the speed? Distance upon time. 400 upon 5. So that is 80. 80 में से 10 कम कर दो, ऐसे? करेक्ट, आ गया आंसर. इजी. माइनस का क्या है? Correct, Hitesh. Very good. Okay, done. So shall we stop here for today? Okay. If you have any doubts, please ask. So see you on Wednesday. Bye bye.